Hello. Hi, Aaron. Welcome. Do you hear the music well? Hopefully the volume's well. I have a sleeping baby on me, as you saw. The baby is now here. She's sleeping in my lap. She's so cute. Hold on.
So baby.
She's so baby. Hi. Yeah, it's gonna be this screen again where you just see the shell. So today's the Baxter DLC, but we're not playing that at all because I want to catch up. I want to do Cove on stream, and maybe we'll do the other ones on stream. I don't know what I want to do yet. But I definitely want to romance Cove. I'm obsessed with him. Especially last time after we tried to kiss him and then shit happened. Okay, we'll get straight into it. Alright, so we did mall, birthday, and road trip. Is there one that catches your eye?
Me or the chat?
Anyone, even you.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind any, honestly.
Let's see. Soiree. Let's look at the soiree.
Soiree.
You'd whiled away the morning, doing whatever struck your fancy, and now you were recharging with lunch. With nothing on the horizon, you were free to spend as much or as little time on your plate as you wanted. It was while you were thinking on all the possibilities for your afternoon that your mom's approached you.
Hi. Hi, Groovy. Oh,
sorry.
Did you? Oh.
I'm trying to fix my fucking tracking because it keeps making my eyes squint for some reason.
Oh, okay. You okay?
Mouth full, you nodded in reply. To your surprise, they both sat with you at the table. Based on the time, you had wondered if they were joining you for a meal, but neither of them brought anything.
All right. Great, we wanted to have a little chat with you.
The qualifier little did nothing to downplay the situation. Your chewing slowed as your eyes widened, looking from one parent to the other. Anything that required both of them to talk to you must be something big. Yeah, it is a bit unsettling. I'm scared. What the fuck did I do? You didn't like being the only one not knowing what was going on. Stomach turning, you waited for them to fill you in.
Oh, don't look so worried. It's nothing scary. Promise.
I'm scared. I'm just a baby.
There's a soiree at this. That's how you pronounce it, right?
Soiree.
Soiree at the Cypress. Soiree.
Soiree.
At the Cypress tomorrow night. Your mom and I are going. Wait, what is the soiree though?
It's like a party, right? Hold on. It's a type of party. I think it's like a specific type of. Oh, it's a soiree. An evening party or gathering, typically in a private house, for a conversation or music. Oh man, it's like if you look at picture, it looks so fancy. It's like a family-friendly party. I guess. I don't know, actually. Maybe not family-friendly. It's a party, I guess.
We party.
Party. The Cypress was the country club your moms were a part of, and where Elizabeth played golf. It seemed like every month they had some event or another, all with the fancy names like soiree. Chewing your lip, you wondered... Jesus Christ, sorry. You wondered what this had to do with you. Mom chuckled at your poorly concealed reaction. Leaning in, Ma took your hand and squeezed it.
We decided to make the night a bit special. Elizabeth's going to be allowed to stay home fully alone for the first time.
Sorry.
You'll still be coming to the party with us. It's Elizabeth's night to party with no family around. Not yours. Sorry. You've got to wait a couple more years.
That's not fair.
What is it?
I want to stay home too.
She had a sister when she was your age. Being left alone for most of the night can be dangerous, and we have to make sure you're ready, but don't complain too much yet. Guess you might change your mind about staying when you hear what we've got for you.
Temporarily placated, you held your retorts back and listened. Your parents shared a look across the table. You cleared your throat, reminding them that you were waiting. They couldn't keep dropping such hints and then turn coy when the conversation was about to get good.
Well,
Since it's a pretty fancy party, that's still chaperoned. And attendees are allowed to bring a guest. We thought it might be a nice opportunity for you to invite someone yourself as a date, if you want.
Oh shit! They're saying the word date. Your eyes widened as the word sunk in. Your mom's continued, and it was a struggle to keep up.
Even though we'll be at the party too, you don't need to worry about us getting in your way. You'll be free to eat, dance, and enjoy the music as you see fit. But no leaving the property.
Ma nodded at Mom's interjection.
isn't that great?
Yes, as long as you don't leave the party, and if you'd rather bring just a friend, that's a-okay too.
That's fine. I get to bring a friend, so I'm not lonely. You must have lit up because your parents shared an amused look again.
Don't worry about it.
The soiree isn't until tomorrow, so you've got time. Just let us know your plans before we're heading out.
Okay.
And that's all. We'll leave you to your lunch now.
Your moms rose from their chairs in unison, disappearing into another part of the house. You barely noticed their departure. All you could think of was what just happened. The remnants of your lunch stared up at you from your plate. Let's finish my lunch. The conversation had taken your mind off the meal, but you opted to try to eat a little more. You picked up the plate for a while longer. Even though you'd relocated to your bedroom, your head was stuck on the conversation that had unfolded at the dining table downstairs. You knew that. Oh, well, it'll be a date. I think at this point, I picked I have a crush on Akihito Rico. It's like Rico TTV, right? Thank you for the follow. I'll come in. Hope you're doing well on this nice Friday. The prospect of having your first date made it impossible to sit still. You couldn't help but juggle your foot as you laid on your bed contemplating the possibility. Because I think we have a crush on Cove.
Yeah, I think we did.
Or interested at least. You're welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm excited. I have a long weekend. Wait, Belle, do you have a long weekend too?
That's a good question. I don't even know.
Isn't it like Victoria Day or something on Monday?
Yeah, but like I don't know if like we're actually off or if we're working from home. I don't know.
Ew. I think you should just not go to work.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to see on Monday and see if anybody is on Teams online that day. I don't know if they're not, then I'm just not gonna be on.
There you go. I'm glad to hear that. I guess you got a ton of time. Yeah, I have plans with friends tomorrow, and then plans with families on Sunday, and then possibly plans with friends on Monday. But that's like relaxing for me because I get to just like chill with friends.
Mm.
I'm very excited. That night being a date would mean actually asking someone out. The little you knew of that came from what you'd seen on TV and movies, and what you'd hear about from kids at school. Your moms hadn't even entertained the idea of you dating until now. Yeah, that's weird. My mom never said like, "Ooh, you should bring a date somewhere." You know, they like hated the idea of me dating.
You say?
Yeah, they would
anyone.
never
Now-
do this.
And now my parents are like, "When are you gonna find
Where's your
like, a
boyfriend?
partner?"
Yeah,
Like what the fuck? I don't know.
dude.
I'm sick. I just want to focus on myself. I don't
Yeah,
wanna find anyone
literally.
right now.
Like, damn, what do you think? I'm scouting out? Like, what the fuck?
No.
Like, do you mind if I ask for one help? Depends. Like, what do you need? You went over possible words and phrases in your head, setting up scenarios and smooth segues before tearing them down and trying something else. Well, definitely, I'm gonna picture Cove. Beard your face in your. Aww. I'm sorry, like, so I do have a rule. You're not supposed to promote yourself in chat. If you could read the rules, please. Yeah, my chat is not something to promote yourself. I know you might need help, but like, that's, yeah. Hold on. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, that's against the rules. But I wish you luck. Okay, back to the game. You buried face in you for not wanting to continue after noticing. I think that's cute. Your cheeks felt like they were burning so naturally. You tried to smother them with the soft pillow. There was no one to see your embarrassment, but you felt it keenly all the same. Cove was your friend. You'd been friends for years. Why did your thoughts about him have to start getting out of control like that? I mean, we almost kissed. I think that's important fact. Sighing, you shifted position on the bed, resting your arms on the windowsill. A flock of birds caught your eye and led your gaze as they crossed the sky. You watched the birds grow smaller and less distinct until they disappeared from sight. Like the snap of hypnotist's fingers, you were released from the trance and left with a goal of your own. You were going to take a walk. Okay. You ambled through the familiar street of your neighborhood. Oh, sorry, Faye. Picking your path at whim. It was as quiet as ever, with tourists choosing to congregate in the shopping area near the beach rather than venture into the sleepy residential zone. You continued down the road and soon found yourself at the shore. The fresh, salty air hit you first, rolling to meet you over the grassy dunes that tickled your legs, followed by the familiar view of the sea stretching out across the horizon. You came to a halt. A lone figure was standing in the ocean, the water reaching up to his knees. Though he had his back to you, you recognized the familiar silhouette as Cove's. It made sense that you'd find him here. He always was in his element by the sea. Aww, he looks like seaweed. You had no idea. Sorry?
No, it matches.
It does. You had no idea if he heard your arrival or if it was a coincidence, but he looked over his shoulder. Your eyes met. I waved. Hi! Heart pounding, you thrust your arm in the air and waved for Cove's attention. Cove smiled at you, bathed in soft light of the afternoon sun. With his hair gently tousled by the sea breeze, he looked especially charming. He then fully turned around and began to wade through the water over to the shore. Hell yeah, I'm gonna run with. Or relax. Oh wait, I thought it meant literally running to him.
Oh.
I'm gonna be excited. Heart aflutter, you wondered what you were going to say to him when he reached you. The question of whether to invite him, and if so, in what fashion, was in the front of you, between leaping into a world unknown or enjoying the safety of the familiar. His shirt is off. Okay.
Hey, Groovy, are you free right now?
Not exactly. My moms are taking me to a soiree tomorrow at the country club. It was kind of a strange segue? Is that how you pronounce segue?
Yeah, I think that's segue.
What? That's how that word looks?
I don't know. I'm just...
No, you're right. Okay, strange segue, but you wanted to get right to the point. It's
okay. A soiree, huh? Sounds exciting.
He was smiling politely, but you could tell that your outing mention hadn't sparkled much interest. That didn't come as much of a surprise to you. Formal affairs and big gatherings were some of his least favorite things. But you were sure he'd attend if you were the one who invited him. You only had to do it. Cove tilted his head curiously at you. Oh, no. Let's go on a date. Cove continued to watch you expectantly. It was kind of a thrilling surprise to keep him in suspense.
Groovy?
Oh. As a practice date, no, I don't lie. Parents said it would be alright if I brought a date, and I want to Oh, look at his face!
Oh.
He danced around the unspoken question, hoping that Cove could catch your drift. Caught off guard, he lifted his hands in front of his chest, out of surprise. Then he packed them down in a cross over his chest. Oh, I love his little wiggly mouth. So cute.
Yeah.
He twisted his face to the side, no longer able to meet your eyes. Oops, I did not mean to. No, get out of here. He still couldn't hide the flush on his cheeks.
Oh my god.
Are you serious?
I'm as serious as something serious. It's very serious, is what I'm saying. His lips were pressed tightly together, preventing any more words from slipping out. You could tell that he was nervous, but that was always easy to pick up on with him. After another moment, he inclined his head, dipping it in a nod so slight that you might have missed it if you had been able to tear your eyes from him. Yay! You're welcome. Okay, I literally said yay, so I think I should pick yay. Yay!
Yay!
Oh, hi, baby. Cove closed his eyes, trapped in his awkward pose. He was gripping his arms so tightly that the skin around his knuckles was fully taut. Are you okay? Cove exhaled at last, letting out a sigh that stretched into another tense silence. His stance loosened. His arms stayed crossed over his chest, but he was no longer clutching them like a shield. He didn't want to be the one to break the quiet.
Thanks, Groovy.
Aw.
I guess I'm gonna have to tell my dad and mom too.
Aw. Right. I've got to let my moms know you're going. Can you come with me?
Yeah.
It was a relief that he thawed enough to manage speech again. You hoped that by the time you got to your house, he'd be able to manage full sentences once more. Cove went to where he discarded his things in the sand, tugging a shirt over his head and slipping on a pair of shoes before joining you in setting off home. The two of you stepped inside the front door of your house. It was an action you'd taken together countless times, but your stomach had never churned quite like this on previous occasions. At the sound of the door opening, your mom poked her head into the hall.
Hello.
Cove, it's you. What a surprise.
It's not a surprise. You fucking knew who I would ask. Don't play stupid with me. She chuckled at her own joke. Cove was always there, and she knew how close the two of you were. Bringing anyone other than him back would have been an actual surprise. Ugh.
Hi, Mrs. Chornico. It's nice to see you. So I take it Cove is going to be our guest for tomorrow night.
Yep.
Well,
And what kind of outing will it be?
Oh my god, Mom. Her voice was hesitant but serious. Cove ducked his head down reflexively. You knew that he'd figured out what she was driving at. You know what it is. You know what it is. Mom nodded in understanding. She wore a wispy smile.
Ma's gonna be thrilled about
My
this.
God. Cove tilted his head back up just slightly. He peeked through the longer strands of his hair.
Just her, Mrs. Chornico?
Even if you'd not been able to see his wide, worried eyes, you'd have heard the anxiety in his voice. Your mom sighed and patted him on the arm.
Oh, Cove, you're a great kid. Most parents hope that their kid meets such a special person someday.
She glanced aside. How do you?
Rye.
A wry expression on her face.
Someday is the real.
Wait, is she not happy?
Oh.
She turned back to you both.
But you just had to move in right across the street at 8 years old.
What the fuck, Mom? Mom crouched down, shaking her head, and put a hand on each of Cove's shoulder. Mom!
okay.
Cove, I hope you're planning on being very good to Groovy, and I'm not just talking about tomorrow night.
Oh fuck. She nudged him playfully on the cheek with a fist. Cove, who had been blushing when all this began, was now as red as an heirloom tomato.
Okay, yeah, I was, or will?
You're making him uncomfortable. You crossed your arms over your chest and frowned at your mom. Was she trying to scare Cove off before you'd even had a chance to go out with him? He didn't speak further. His eyes locked on his shuffling feet as he rubbed the scar on his arm. The redness remained intact.
Okay, I put Cove through the ringer enough. The big day isn't even here yet.
God damn it, Mom. You wondered if that meant she intended to give a repeat of this performance tomorrow. You were afraid to find out.
I'll give your folks a call and get everything squared away.
She headed off to get the phone, leaving the two of you alone. Cove's eyes darted to you, and he shot you a quick, delicate smile before staring at the ground again.
I'm gonna go across the street, talk to my parents.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye, Cove. He retreated from your home's entryway without another word. And the rest of the afternoon passed by just like that. Back in your room, your mind was alight with visions of tomorrow night. The soiree was something, but not nearly as exciting as going on your first date. You were thrilled that Cove had actually said yes, that he was your genuine date to a party. Aww. You hugged your knees to your chest, overawed by the thought. The night couldn't come soon enough. The evening of the soiree had arrived, the daylight hours having slipped away in a blur. Up in your bedroom, you were getting ready for the big event. That was your intention at least, but you hadn't settled on an outfit. Stationed in front of your wardrobe, you scanned over the clothing you had at your disposal. Though Ma had mentioned this event was a bit dressier than a normal get-together, you didn't necessarily have to comply. This is something more casual. Casual but nice. I don't want to be too fancy. Disregarding the suggested guidelines, you intended to keep things simple. I want to be comfy. Formal clothes never felt right on you. Too tight or too floaty, too coarse or too silky. They never agreed with you or your body. Better to wear what you are happier and then deal with that the entire night. You taken out. Just plain pants and one of your casual tops. A tried and tested combination. You'd worn it only last week. You quickly dressed in the familiar comfort of your regular clothes. It felt natural. Now dressed, you gave yourself a final glance over before heading downstairs ready to head out. You found your moms already waiting in the living room. They were putting the finishing touches on their outfits. Ma strapping her heel into a stiletto shoe, and Mom trying to fasten a bracelet single-handedly. Oh my god, did your mom ever do that thing where she was like, she'd be like, help me with the bracelet, and she'd make you was it clamp it for her?
Oh yeah. She does it all the
and make
time.
sure you do it tight, like damn.
Like, okay, just make it really tight.
They're kind of slain though.
Yeah.
They looked up as you entered.
Funny.
My, what a bold new look. I certainly haven't seen that before.
Oh, come on. Ma kept things light with a joke, but you knew this was not what she had been expecting. Mom's expression was pained.
Okay.
The dress code was fancier than that, Groovy, but I guess there's no time to do anything about it now.
Mom was still struggling with the bracelet. You lent a hand, literally, by taking one side of the holding it as she secured the cloth. Literally, yeah, exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Mom then glanced over to the clock on the wall, seeing where the hands were pointing. A frown creased her face.
When's Cove going to be here, do you know?
I'll go get him.
Oh.
Oh yeah?
She raised her eyebrows, a broad grin replacing the earlier frown.
That's very polite of you. Go sleep him off his feet. We want to leave in 10 minutes.
Okay. Cove's house was mere seconds away from yours, making the warning unnecessary, but you dutifully went out. After crossing the street, you found yourself at Cove's very familiar front door. You rang the bell, whose chime was lodged in your head from all the times you'd rung it over the years. Though unlike usual, Cove's mom Kyra was the one who answered it this night.
Come on.
Hey Groovy, come on in.
I'm here to pick up your son. She beckoned you inside as if she was excited to see you. That words alone weren't enough.
Thanks for coming. The boys will be right down. They're just in Cove's room. I can call them if you want.
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
Sure thing.
She stepped over to the opening of the hallway at the other side of the living room and hollered down.
Oh, Cliff, Groovy's here.
Cliff's voice came back without its owner.
Just a minute. Thanks. Hello, Groovy.
You chuckled. It was longer than a minute, but Kyra easily filled the time by chatting with you about your plans for the night ahead. Oh, he's so cute!
Oh.
A short while later, Mr. Holden strolled into the room, giving you a wave. Cove pulled his face into a smile as you reciprocated. The tension in his face faded away. You watched him taking in your outfit, swallowing and grinning at you again.
Hi, Groovy.
Hi, Cove. He opened his mouth to speak more, then paused. Cove checked the time using a clock hanging on a side wall and addressed his parents.
You've got to go.
He abruptly headed towards the door.
Come on.
Where is fire? Isn't there something you want to do before leaving for the dance?
What? Cove froze, wincing at the call out, while his dad continued to smile encouragingly. Curious, you watched Cove expectantly. It was hard to imagine that he would want to what he would want to do before heading out, or what you'd have time for. Your mom's warning about not taking too long echoed in the back of your mind.
Can do that later.
Oh, were you going to take a picture? His words came out in a mumble. Kyra laid a hand on Cliff's chest, pinning him in place.
Don't mind him. You kids have a blast.
Bye. You ducked out, following Cove into the street. Cove sighed, wrapping a hand across his forehead. Seeing the look on your face, he shook his head.
It's okay.
I'm fine. It's nothing.
That was good news. You didn't think Cove would get much fun out of a party if he went in already feeling bad, but it didn't explain his actions or his dad's teasing question. What was your dad on about? His expression grew pained. His brow creased and his mouth furrowed as he avoided meeting you in the eyes. You might have gotten worried if not for the flush coloring his face. He's just embarrassed. Cove drew himself up before responding.
Dad's been making a big deal out of everything ever since he found out about this.
Aw. He gestured vaguely between him and you.
How I'm dressed, how I should prepare, what was going to happen. He even looked up the precise definition of a soiree in 2 dictionaries in case one was wrong.
Dude, I literally just did that. That's a lot.
He wanted to make sure I would know what to do at once, so after he figured it out, he made sure to tell me all about it.
He exhaled, smiling sheepishly.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry for complaining. It's not your fault. It's not really his fault either.
It's okay.
Thanks. I was trying to get somewhere with that. Both my dad and my mom insisted that, since this is a...
He paused, pushing the hair back from his burning face, and forced himself to continue.
It's a date and kind of a fancy party. I need to bring something for you for inviting me.
Oh. The conclusion of the story caught you by surprise. You blinked, unsure if you'd slacked too much on your own preparations for tonight. You got me a present?
That's,
Not really. Just this.
Cove reached behind himself to take something out of a back pocket. His hand returned to view, with him holding a single small sunflower by the stem. Oh! Wait, did I say my favorite flower is a sunflower? Because it is my favorite flower, so I feel like I might have said it before. Cove threw his gaze to the floor, shyly inching his hand closer to you. Oh, maybe I didn't say it. I don't like this flower. What about jokingly? Maybe just to... It is my favorite flower, but I'm gonna tease him to just like lighten up the mood. I don't like this flower. Cove hung his head, exasperated with you. The blush overtook his face completely at this point. That made it difficult to feel bad for teasing him.
You left the conversation.
What? Yeah.
There.
I'm sorry I didn't get you anything.
It's no big deal. I mean, like I said, you're already the one who invited me. I only get to go because of you.
Oh. Then you accepted the flower from him. Cove straightened himself out in response.
So we're gonna be late if we keep standing here.
Right, we better hurry. You returned home, Cove in tow. Your moms welcomed you back. You'd expected them to pile you back outside immediately, but their urge was momentarily stifled as they caught sight of the flower clasped in your hand. Thankfully, other than sharing an infuriatingly knowing smile, they took it in stride and didn't say anything. Mom's smug look vanished as she caught sight of the clock. Purpose remembered, your moms whisked you out at once into the car and off to your destination. Oh, it's so pretty.
No, it's fancy.
You pulled up at the country club. The sun had sunk deep into the horizon, the last of its light sleepily warming the oncoming night. Your moms led the way to the space around the back where the event was being held. The place had been transformed through decoration, with smart tablecloths and elegant ribbons, contributing to a festive atmosphere. Musicians dressed in matching black and white were setting up their instruments and flicking through pages of sheet music. And, as promised, there was a table covered in plates of carefully prepared food. Destination reached, your parents rounded on you and Cove.
Things haven't kicked off yet, but don't let that stop you from enjoying yourselves.
Have fun.
Have fun. We'll be around if you need us.
Damn, they're just
See you later.
just leaving you. Okay, bye, moms. Bye. Cove waved your moms off once they'd retreated a distance away. You found him watching you expectantly.
What now?
I don't know. I guess we eat. Wasn't quite a question, but a plea for help. You could tell that he definitely didn't know what to do with himself in this situation. We'll have to wait for some things to start, like the band, but there's stuff going on already. Cove perked up at that.
Really?
Oh, do you want to do any of those? Whatever they are?
I'm hungry. I'd go straight for the fucking food, bro. We can go eat some food now if the music hasn't started yet.
That's okay. It's not too soon.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't know. I'm fucking hungry. Damn, is it too soon? Now I feel bad. Honestly, yeah, I would only really like these parties for free food. Like, what the fuck else am I gonna do?
True. Let's go check it out.
I love free food. The two of you wandered over to the refreshments table. With it being early in the night, it had barely been touched, and plates were nearly as pristine as when they'd left the kitchens. The offerings were all tiny and bite-sized, ready to be picked up and sampled. It was immediately apparent that there was plenty to choose from. Just from the level of care with which it was presented, it was clear that this was fancy stuff. Cove stared at one plate, then another, confused.
Maybe?
I think I know some of this.
This is good
Gross.
stuff. Nah, man, free food is always good stuff. This is good stuff.
Is it?
Yeah. You picked one of the nearby morsels up and presented it in front of Cove to observe.
It looks like a slice of the world's smallest loaf of bread with stuff on top.
It has to be small, so you've got room to try lots of other things. Cove's eyes were wide as you guided him through what was on offer. It made you feel sophisticated. Cove squared his shoulders as if gearing up for a match. His stance was familiar from all the times you'd seen him preparing for some sporting event.
I'm gonna try it.
Hell yeah. He picked up a plate and took one appetizer, then another, and another. Soon you realized he was taking one of every single type. You're taking everything?
Uh-huh. Why not?
Nah, I'm not saying. Let's try fucking everything, bro. You might be stuffed afterwards, but that was a problem for your future self. Right now, you were going to enjoy the feast to the full. Cove nibbled his way through everything this Cypress had. The results of his endeavor were mixed. He was revolted by some of the things he tried, openly screwing up his face and rushing to find a drink to wash the taste away. Yet these bad experiences didn't stop him from plowing on. Moving on to the next snack with an open mind. There were some foods he was neutral about, dismissing them with a shrug. But best of all were his reactions when he stumbled across something good. Each time caught him by surprise, his expression morphing from wary curiosity to skeptical interest before making way for astonished enjoyment. Regardless of how he felt about what he was currently eating, you could tell he was having a good time, just being free to eat whatever he laid his eyes on. You thought that was nice too. After going through a round of sampling, what else is there? I guess we could look for something else.
Mm-hmm.
Let's relax. We should pick out a table.
Okay.
You found a place to sit at the edge of the party area where it was quieter with fewer people bustling around. You pulled out a chair and sat down. Cove, already seated, was stretching.
These clothes are kind of uncomfortable.
Oh, poor guy. He flexed an arm at the elbow. He flexed an arm at the elbow, frowning before twisting it back behind him. Yeah?
My arms can't move the same as normal.
Ugh.
Like, I'm gonna rip it if I do anything.
Dude, that's the worst.
Yeah, especially with like certain material where it's like
It like chafes on your skin really bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
And it doesn't stretch at all, so it's like if you move, you're like, fuck, I'm gonna rip it. Like, jeez.
Literally.
Fancy clothes are... I mean, some fancy clothes are just, like, awful.
Oh, absolutely awful. I wish I dressed in my regular clothes too.
Jealous?
Yeah, Dad wouldn't have let me come dressed like that.
He toyed with one cuff of his shirt, wedging a finger between the fabric and his skin. Now that you had a spot of your own, let's just stay in chat. I don't feel like talking to anyone else. In no time at all, the sun set in full. The lights faded in... Actually, you know what? No, let's get more content. I know most of these people because I've been brought here a lot over the years. You can meet them.
Sure.
It doesn't matter if you make a good impression or not. They'll be curious about you no matter what. You beckon for him to follow you and meet the other guests. Most of the attendees skewed significantly older or considerably younger than the two of you, with only a few people around your age. Naturally, Cove greeted them with his easy warmth. Not that there weren't any difficulties.
Sorry, could you repeat your name? It's Cove. Cove.
They rolled the word over their tongues, clearly surprised.
How unusual, but lovely, of course.
As you'd expected, there was interest in who you'd brought to the party and what your relationship with him was. Aw.
Groovy, good to see you. This your day?
Aw, yeah. Well, yes. The resulting clues from the group made it difficult to keep a straight face. Aw. Still, some people focus on the important things, how you were dressed.
That's one interpretation of the dress code.
Oh, shit.
It looks good on you.
Yeah, thank you. With the basic niceties taken care of, you... Well, is there anything else to do? Oh, I guess not. In no time at all, the sun set in full, the lights faded, and the opening notes of the band's first song rang out. You and Cove stopped what you were doing, turning to contemplate the party that had been steadily unfurling while you were distracted. It was much busier now, both in terms of people and activity. The first steps were taken onto the dance floor. Some tentative, others eager, and even if the band hadn't been playing, the constant level of chatter would have ensured that it wasn't a quiet night. With the party now in full swing, your options had increased. Let's watch the band for a bit. You and Cove had found a spot to the side of the simple stage at the that had been set up for the soiree. They were tucked out of the way of the dance floor while still enjoying an excellent view of the band. You'd gotten there in time to watch them from the start of the song, their expressions solemn as they teased notes from the strings of their instruments. Cove was entranced, nodding his head along with the music, catching and watching him expelled sheepishly.
Not bad.
It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, this is great. I mean, he said not bad, I guess. It was impressive, the way a twist of the wrist could so drastically change the notes that sang out. You had no idea how to play an instrument. Oh yeah, fuck me. Do you know how to play instruments?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I played the
recorder.
the recorder. I was gonna say the
Cool.
recorder for school. That's it.
I don't even know how to play the recorder. Like, my music teacher, like, yes, play a specific way, and I try to do it, and it's like, oh, that's not how you do it. I was like, what the fuck? How do I do it?
Yeah. I think I knew how to do it pretty well, but I don't remember. Also, I think one time the music teacher tried to get us to play the ukulele, but didn't teach us, so I was like, what do I do with this? Like, you just handed me a ukulele. I would love to learn how to play a ukulele, though.
Yeah.
They're very pretty.
That's true. Very true.
The band began to play their next song. Cove was enraptured once more, his head tilted curiously as he watched the musicians wield their instruments. During a particular beautiful solo, he even closed his eyes, focusing on nothing but the music. But after a couple songs, it was decided that you'd watch the band enough. Let's ask Cove to dance. Hey Cove, let's dance.
Really?
He blurted the word out without thinking, then clammed a hand over his mouth before anything else anything else could slip out. I don't know where the word stupid came from. It wasn't stupid. Really? Cove sucked in a deep breath as if trying to inhale confidence as well as oxygen into his lungs. He gave a single serious nod before holding a trembling hand out towards you. I felt nervous. Taking a steady breath, you reminded yourself that nothing here could hurt you, physically at any rate. This train of thought was leading you down tunnels of potential embarrassment, so you tried to keep your mind on the moment. You took Cove's outstretched hand. His skin was hot and damp, but yours was probably no better. You squeezed it, giving him an empathetic smile, and together, You carefully made your way onto the dance floor. You took your places standing before each other, hands still entwined. Frowning, Cove assessed the situation, trying to puzzle it out like a math problem, before putting his remaining free hand on your shoulder. Aww! I put a head on his waist. Gently, you took his hand from your shoulder and moved it lower down for the dance. Oh, I moved his hand. Okay. I meant, hell yeah, let's do that. His eyes shook at the touch. From how tense his arm was, you knew Cove was fighting an urge to pull away. But ultimately, he smiled shyly at you, and his grip on your other hand tightened. Aww. Cove towered over you. You'd long been aware of your height difference, but readying yourselves to dance had brought them to the forefront once more. Cove awkwardly glanced down at you from the corner of his eyes, looking almost apologetic. The music had begun, you both moved eagerly trying to catch up to it, but your feet took you in the opposite directions. Fumbling, the two of you shuffled from side to side, attempting to mirror each other's movements, but always winding up at odds. It was difficult. Cove was struggling, just coordinating with his own limbs to the rhythm, let alone matching your movements. When Cove's foot ghosted over yours, it was decided it'd be safest for everyone if you simply swayed to the tune. You rooted yourself to the floor, your torso gently moving to the sound. Gratefully, Cove kept his movement small and subtle in the same way. You were distinctly aware that almost all of the other dancing couples were men paired with women, unlike you and Cove. It didn't bother me. This is a welcoming environment. Your two moms wouldn't be members of the— Yeah, that's true. I got my, like, fucking lesbian moms here. Like,
yeah.
Not being the majority didn't mean there was any problem with it. Your confidence spilled over onto Cove. He tried to be less timid in his demeanor. Though it didn't improve his dancing, it didn't make it worse, and you hoped that it meant he was having a better time. All was fine for a little while. You weren't going to win any dancing accolades with Cove, but that didn't matter when you were treasuring just being so close to him. Cove stepped out of sync with the music, knocking against you. He flinched back, nearly pulling you over in the process. You took a hand from him and held it up, halting proceedings so you could both get your bearings once more.
I should have stood.
It's pretty. Dancing's harder than I thought. Instead of feeling better over the mutual struggle, Cove looked off.
Yeah.
Then you took Cove's hand once more and gingerly resumed swaying to the music. Cove reluctantly followed suit, his steps small and apprehensive. He mumbled something quietly.
This is a long song.
We can stop dancing if you want. You weren't sure how to take that, whether it meant that something was wrong, or if Cove didn't really like dancing, or if he didn't like dancing with you specifically. It made the last couple minutes of the song uncomfortable as you weighed up to what to do and what to say to Cove. When the musicians laid their instruments down, Cove dropped your hands as if they were burning him. He trailed off the dance floor as quickly as he could without breaking onto an outright run. Damn, boy. Sorry, I'm such a bad fucking dancer, I guess. In truth, you'd bet even that was faster than most people here could manage. You had difficulty tailing him before he could get lost in the crowd. When you caught up, he said nothing. You tried to get him into doing something else, but eliciting anything from him was now impossible. You focused over Cove, wondering how he was finding the evening. He sighed. It was so quiet and unobtrusive that you wouldn't have caught it if you hadn't been watching him. His gaze was roaming with how far away his eyes seemed. Whatever he was searching for couldn't be found at this party. He turned to face you before you could say anything.
I want to sit down.
Okay, Wig, we can do that. Cove began to move, and you instinctively followed him, yet instead of taking a seat at one of the many free tables as you'd expected, Cove ignored them as he purposely strode out of the party area. Where are you going? Your call didn't seem to register with him as he continued forward out onto the green of the golf course. You went after him, trying to watch out for the uneven ground underfoot. The clods of earth dislodging in games of golf were perfect for snatching unwary feet even in daylight. Up ahead, Cove didn't appear to have any difficulty traversing the uneven land.
Oh, new CG.
Yeah. He settled down on one of the little hills of the golf course. You joined him, still unsure over what was going on. Are Are you alright? Cove started as if he'd acted on instinct, and your question had brought him around to reality again.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'm okay. It's nice over here.
You weren't arguing with the statement, but it hardly answered your question. It would have to do for now.
You can go back to the party.
Oh, well, I'll stay with you. You didn't budge from your spot. From here, the party was just a glowing haze in the distance. I'm also glad to take a break. I'm happy to be here. I want to rest a little. Cove nodded, recognizing your shared feeling. Now that Cove was more at ease, you tried to find out what had caused him to take flight in the first place. Even thinking the words pained you, but you had to know the answer. Did going to the party with me make you uncomfortable? Logically, you knew that the issue was likely the activity rather than your company. Your heart strained with the worry that you had been at fault, though. Was it because I made you dance? His abrupt departure from that was another indicator that something had gone awry.
What?
No.
Jeez. He shook his head empathetically.
It's not anything I did tonight. It's definitely not anything you did either.
Relief overcame you. You'd suspected as much, but with this being your very first date, it was hard to be sure. Cove attempted to fill in the gaps of understanding.
I don't want to think about going back into the party. I just feel ready to go home.
Oh. Should I get my mom's?
I don't want to ruin their night.
Cove sat there quietly gazing out into the shadowy hills and valleys of the golf course. A comfortably warm wind rustled between you, tousling his hair. It was so far away from the hubbub of the party, you could even make out the quiet sound of crickets chirping.
This is kind of like how we first met. Do you remember?
Yeah. How could I forget?
No.
No! What the fuck are you talking about? Who are you? Hi, baby. Oh, someone stretching on me. You'd always liked him, even from the very first day.
It's so weird. That was a long time ago now.
You thought back to the day when Cove first arrived in the neighborhood. He had run away from Mr. Holden, taking solace in the hills behind your house. That had been late, too, on a clear night like today. Looking at the sky, you wondered if the stars were looking down here, the same ones as then. Cove's face was brighter, though you could still see signs of the strain that had caused him to depart from the soiree. When he first sat down, he had hurled up like a pill bug, hunched over, knees pressed to his chest and arms wrapped around them. He'd unwound as you'd been talking, straightening up, his hands free to gesticulate. It was as though the two of you had constructed your own little world away from everything else. And he was beginning to perk up. The small smile that had crept onto his face was quickly ushered away by a frown.
I can't believe I'm on a date.
Cove followed up on the statement before you could react. He spoke in a distinctively whispered tone, as though you were the one in the world who he could share these words with. The only one in the world he could share these words with.
After I said I wanted to come, I wanted to take it back. Not because I really didn't want to do it, but because I don't know.
Oh. Ow.
It seemed like a big deal. It made me feel bad somehow. I started feeling like I couldn't do it even though I just wanted to do it. I guess it was sort of like having to give a presentation in front of the class, even though it was just me and you doing something, like we always do.
He charged on, his words streaming out.
I still do it because thinking about not being there and you and what you might think if I did take it back made me feel way worse than whatever else I felt.
Aww.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Groovy. I'm sorry I can't just deal with stuff like this and have to make everything complicated.
It's okay. You don't need to apologize. You leaned against him. Always made you feel secure to lean against Cove, having him support you in the most literal of senses. Maybe he felt the same way. He finally moved his head to look at you straight on, eyes meeting yours.
Thanks for inviting me, Groovy.
You stared back at him, not comprehending. But didn't it make you feel bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did when I had to think about how I was actually doing it. But getting to hear that you wanted me to come made me feel good too. Oh, that too was not there either, but...
Oh, that's fine. He flushed and had to break the fragile eye contact made.
I mean, I want to keep doing things with you no matter what, even if I feel weird sometimes. I don't want to stop being there. I don't want you to stop wanting me there. Because when I do whatever it is for real and you're with me, it all feels better in the end. It always does.
Oh. Cove stood up without warning, support gone. You threw out an arm to catch yourself from toppling over. At that point, you didn't have much choice but to join him on your feet. Give me a warning next time. Cove smiled awkwardly, brushing some grass off the side of his pants.
Wanna dance with me?
Fuck yeah! You already danced with me. I didn't think you had a good time.
I know it's a dance party, right? And I think
He trailed off, brow furrowed as if he was trying to figure out the answer himself. Nodding slowly, he continued.
I want to dance with you again before it's over.
Okay. With only the words he had to explain gone, he just held up his hand to you. His expression was soft. No thanks! I want to dance with you too. Then you reached for his hand and took it in yours. You returned hand in hand with the party reaching the end of the long evening. Dancing couples had become scarce. One pair among many were hard to notice, but now that the space around you would act as a spotlight, not that there were many left to watch you. He was still at ease, even, wait, I know this word. Boyard? I forget. What's this word? No, it's not boyade, is it? It's like a boy. Maybe you're right. I don't fucking know. By the dissipated crowd, this time there was a spring in his step as he walked onto the dance floor together. Cove kept hold of the hand you had given him back on the little hill. Remembering your earlier attempt at dancing, he placed his free hand on your waist, all on his own. Aww. Though still with a touch of trepidation. Cove hesitated while you waited for a sign. With the song in progress before you'd stepped out to dance, there was no signal for the right moment to begin. The same thought occurred to Cove, who shrugged his shoulders with keeping form. Taking that as your starting point, you cautiously began to sway. Cove readily followed your example. You danced wordlessly, dimly aware of the music guiding you. You were more focused on Cove, whose attention was firmly fastened on you. Unlike before, when he had nervously looked down at his feet, as if trying to keep them in check, his eyes were steady. He didn't even allow himself to be shaken when your knees knocked against each other, and you both briefly fumbled your steps. Instead, he chuckled, and it was as soft as the roll of the morning tide. His lips curved into a shy crescent. You had been drifting into a dreamlike state, but that expression on that you'd never seen before pinned you back to reality. Your heart was caught in a clinch, held tight, and yet straining with the effort of thumping harder than it had after any amount of physical exertion. As if in response, his hand began to hold yours with increased strength. He pulled you ever so slightly more towards him. Thoughts about what it meant or what might happen when it was over or eased, and the both of you were able to simply have this dance. Time fell away as you took in the small moment. All too soon, the song reached its conclusion. You could have continued quite contently for some time more. You stilled one hand of yours in his. Cove showed no sign of moving either. It was hard to let go. You heard your name called out that brought the dance truly to an end. You both spun to find Mom yelling for you and Cove. Beside her, Mom was shaking her head.
Sorry.
It's time to go home. Lanny, what? Oh, it's time to go home, Lanny. I had to get a hold of them somehow. What did you want me to do? Sneak up on them?
Her chosen method was admittedly better than that. You still winced at how dazed you'd been while she'd announced her arrival. Cove looked so embarrassed that you seriously worried about him fleeing again. This time you didn't think he'd stop until he was out of the grounds. Despite Cove's reaction to the scene with your moms, to you it had been a perfect ending to the evening. You were so glad you got a chance to dance with Cove once more before the night was over. And it definitely was over now. You didn't need to say anything to Cove. The two of you marched wordlessly over to your parents, who were still bickering playfully. Standing shoulder to shoulder, your parents surveyed you and Cove. You wondered if they were checking that they were returning Mr. Holden's son in the same state that he'd left the house.
So,
That was quite a night, huh, gang?
Hell yeah, it was fucking great.
Wasn't it just?
Cove managed a self-conscious smile.
Yeah.
Ma was smiling too, with an expression so soft it could have cradled a newborn chick.
well,
And how was your very first date?
It was very good. I liked it.
Please don't start at them already. This technically hasn't even ended yet. Fine. Good. Well, we'd better ready ourselves to get back to Elizabeth. If we're lucky, the house might still be standing.
Pam.
Oh, shush.
She swatted your mom playfully, laughing at the comment. You cast one last look at the party. You saw people exchanging farewells and suppressing yawns. Most of the faces were happy ones, despite the weariness that was starting to creep in. Cove's head was angled away from you. As you watched, wondering what he was looking at, he came around and met your gaze. It was strange. Though it had only been a few hours of your life, you felt a little older as a result of attending the party. It was like a step away from the world of your childhood, where dressing up is reserved almost exclusively as a form of play, towards something new that you hadn't yet grasped. Turning away from the final moments of the party, you shelved the thought for another time as your moms eagerly led the way back to your car. As you and Cove tailed after them, you felt childlike once more. Aw, that was so cute!
That was really cute. I like that.
That was so pure and good. Do you have time for another one?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. I'm curious about escapade.
Escapade.
You looked up, noticing the sun was finally setting in. You had been trying to delay the end of the day for as long as possible. The evening breeze tickled your nose as you sat on your front porch, munching on fresh watermelon slices. I fucking love watermelon.
Watermelon good.
Fuck yeah. Oh, I want watermelon right now. Oh, did your mom ever had that like scooper that would like basically for a snack at school, she would give me watermelon balls because she had like a specific scooper like you would scoop the watermelon with, and they would turn them into like an oval.
Oh no.
Not an oval, but like a ball.
A circle?
Yeah.
No. My
They're
parents
so
just
yummy.
Just cut it into slices.
I was a lazy child. I love having my watermelons in the shape of balls.
It's just watermelon ice cream, but it's not ice cream. Watermelon ball.
Yeah, it's like ice cream almost. So yummy. I want watermelon now. You picked up another slice. Even though you already had dinner, you were still delighted to make room for watermelon. Bro, I have watermelon after dinner.
Oh my god.
You turned to look at Cove.
I did not.
You don't? My mom always.
Wait, what?
You didn't what?
Did you say you had watermelon after dinner?
Not like today,
as-
like usually.
Oh, usually. Okay.
Like my mom brings out the fruit plate.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I just eat it whenever I'm feeling the watermelon vibes.
That's also valid. You turned to look at Cove. You both had been sitting in comfortable silence for a while now. He sat next to you, close enough for your shoulders to touch. He was happily absorbed in his thoughts and his own slice of watermelon. Chuckling, you watched at his face twisted in discomfort. He had just stopped chewing to spit a seed into the bowl. I always get the seedless ones. I hate the seeds.
Oh, the seeds, no. I hate those.
I bet I could spit a seed
Ew.
farther than you! Bitch! Immediately you shoved the majority of what was left of your watermelon slice into your mouth, just to get a seed to prove your point. As soon as you could, you sent the seed sailing into the middle of the street. Fuck you. Did you see that, Cove? Cove burst into laughter that slowed to a wide grin. You could tell he was equal parts surprised and impressed.
Can you do that again? I didn't see where it landed.
Alright, watch carefully. Of course I can. You popped another seed into your mouth and focused on where the last one landed. Setting the seed free, you got it to go even further this
Not
time.
bad.
Not bad. You had Cove chuckling again. It was taking a lot of focus to stay looking serious and not to break into laughter yourself. I'd like to see you try.
I will.
All right, bring it on. Cove took in a mouthful of watermelon, face grimacing when he had the seed. Ah, why did you kiss my toe? Nasty. Then his expression morphed into a focused look, and he sent the seed flying, landing in a similar spot to yours.
Wait, you got to do 2. I need another try.
You did one fucking before. He spoke before you could even comment on his non-victory. His determination got you laughing. He quickly sent another closer to where your second one landed. Seems we're evenly matched for now.
Yeah, for now.
For the next several minutes, you both kept carving seeds from your slices and giggling at the ridiculousness of the competition. Eventually, a truce was called, and you both went back to eating the neglected watermelon flesh.
Oh my god, excuse me. I wonder if I'll have another slice after this one.
That one is your third already. Bro, 3 is nothing. I could keep eating watermelon all day.
Is that bad? It tastes really good. You side of
What? That's a waste of food. That's fucked up. It's not bad. I guess, I don't know. Side effect. I don't know how to react to this, sure. If another slice is gonna make you happy.
It will.
Okay, then have one. Go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. Oh!
What?
She fucking jumped on me. Sorry.
Oh.
Scared me. What do you want?
Her meows.
Meow. Shut up. You scared me. What are you gonna do? Oh no, not the desk, please, God. Dear God, please don't step on the desk. Cole picked up another slice. He smiled at you, delighted.
She wants to be a gamer.
Yeah, you a gamer? Do you have a crush on Cove? Too bad he's mine. A little while later, Cove flinched, making a confused sound. He slowly put his current slice down on the plate next to him. Are you okay?
Yeah.
He stood up, head tilted back to look at the sky. His feet took him to the middle of the street. What the fuck?
Did you notice anything?
What do you mean?
I thought I felt a raindrop.
Oh. The sun's still out. Have you ever had it rain when it was sunny?
Yeah, I was like,
because
what the fuck's going on?
It like blows from somewhere else. It's so fucked up. It's really cool though.
Yeah.
You put down your watermelon slice and hopped off to your front step. Immediately you felt a tap of water on the crown of your head, making you yelp. You're right. Cove was still staring up at the sky, and you watched as he began blinking more rapidly. When he finally turned in your direction, his face was bemused.
It's a sun shower.
Yeah! Oh, you see the background. It's starting to rain. That's so cool. It seemed crazy, but soon you couldn't avoid the drops that began increasing into a light shower. Booming with laughter, Cove kicked off his shoes towards his front door and reveled in the moment. Aw. Have you ever ran around in the rain?
I mean, we had a similar experience.
Oh, that's true. We did. I mean, it wasn't even the rain. It was the mist. We were like soaked.
I was surprised that like the mist could be that intense.
Yeah, that was so fun.
I don't know why, because whenever I go to Niagara Falls, it's like literally not as intense as what we.
I think it's because it was like night and it was windy, so it like blew so much. Like it was like when you go on the Maid of the Mist and you go directly into the falls. Like that's how wet we got.
Oh
like,
yeah.
That was fun, and we did it for free. That was really fun. I didn't expect that. I couldn't even see. Like it was fucked.
We looked like wet cats.
Yeah.
At the end of it.
It was fun. Oh, that was a good memory.
Yeah.
I felt kind of. I was excited. I also when I went to like dinner with like my soccer team once, and it started raining, and we all just like left the dinner table and just went outside to run in the rain. It was so fun. It was very cute.
Yeah.
I like to run around in the rain.
Running in the rain is good.
It feels so freeing. You closed your eyes and threw your head back, letting the rain shower over you. The cool drops felt so right after the warmth of the day. Oh, that feels so good. Feeling energized, you ran over to Cove and laughed at how soaked he was already. Not that he cared, because he was busy spinning in the middle of the street. Aw, following his lead, you spun yourself until you were dizzy. Just as suddenly as the sprinkling started, it stopped and left you dripping with the smell of wet asphalt and soil tickling your nose. Cove caught your eyes, running a hand through his wet hair, combing it back. He frowned.
It's over.
The drops of rain clinging to... Oh, hi! Thank you for the follow, Pura. Can I call you Pura? Welcome in. I hope you're doing good on this Friday. The drops of rain clinging to his face almost could have been mistaken for tears. That's fine. Okay, perfect. Welcome. Wait, the slime demon lord? That's awesome. Mistaken for tears, he sounded that disappointed. I'm sweating like crazy, lol. Bruh. It's so hot here. And I have to keep the door closed because I'm containing a fucking creature in here. Oh god. Sit down!
Creature is on the loose.
Creature's on the loose. I'm gonna fucking sit in the AC after this. It's already getting hot here. And it's May.
God.
Yeah, he sounded disappointed. Yeah, I wish it lasted longer. I wish it lasted longer. Even just a few more minutes. I am the creature here. Yeah, I feel that.
And then a few more on top of that.
He looked at you with such enthusiasm that you couldn't help but chuckle. You then looked over at your door and sighed. You knew Ma wasn't going to be happy to see you trailing water into the house. Yeah, that's true. You know what would be perfect? A nice bath.
Oh.
Cove
like
rubbed his
good
arm.
old bubble bath.
Oh, I need to take more baths. My mom has been getting into baths recently. So we've been buying her like bubble bath and I'm like, damn, like she's onto something. Maybe I should do that.
Yeah.
Cove rubbed his arm awkwardly. You excited for Our Life sequel? Yeah, that one looks cute. I'm very excited. Also the new DLC. I'm excited to play it too. I'm still like on just basic Cove route, but I'm very excited for all the content. The sequel looks so cute. I love the art style for that one too, and how it has like a different kind of vibe and color scheme. It's very cute. He must have been thinking the same thing because he watched you sympathetically. I might add that to my games to stream after I debut. Fuck yeah! Also debut, so I'm guessing you're also a VTuber, specifically a slime demon lord. That sounds really cool. I'll check you out later. That sounds awesome. Yep, awesome. Good luck on debut. Cole rubbed his arm awkwardly. He must have been thinking the same thing because he watched you sympathetically.
It's okay.
You can dry off at my house if you want. My parents won't mind.
Oh my god. I don't stream yet though. That's yeah, that's valid. Oh, okay, Kitty's in front of the screen. Dude. Hold on, let me see. Kitty, I can't move my mouse. Okay, that's her spot now. I don't bother her.
Wait, where is she sitting?
She's like in front of the screen on my desk and like behind the keyboard, but like the mouse, she's on like the mouse like wire. So I can barely move it. She's just like, I sit here now. Let's play other games by the Our Life creator. What other games do they have? I forget.
I forgot.
You can draw. Oh yeah, he already read that. Yeah, thanks. Let's do that.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh, he's so excited. His whole demeanor brightened. You figured he must have felt relieved to help you avoid getting in any trouble. Cove led you inside and you stayed close to him.
We have a ton of spare towels. I've just got to dig them out of the hall closet.
So there's XOX droplets and the horror version, Blood Drop. That sounds so cool. Is it like a horror dating sim? If that is that, I'm gonna fucking play that for sure. I fucking love horror. That sounds really cool. I'm gonna check that out. Some of Our Life characters are in both. Really? That's interesting. I gotta check that out. Oh my god, do we ask? Oh my god, if I wear his clothes, Jeremy, Shiloh, and Nate. Shiloh! Jeremy to fuck! Dude, damn. The fucking Our Life extended universe. I think I need to borrow some clothes from you too. Cove didn't have any of the towels yet, but he came back into eye shot so you could see him stare at you flatly and roll his like, ha! He's like, fuck you! As romance options? What? Oh, they're free? Bro, I gotta check this out. That shit's free? Bro.
Wait, we're not exactly the same size. You'd be swimming in my clothes.
Yeah, but what? My clothes are wet. I'm not joking. It'd be nice to borrow a shirt. He's like, dude, let it go. Is more chibi? Oh, okay. He raised an eyebrow, and a tiny frown paired with a blush appeared on his face.
I mean...
Oh. I mean, if you're serious, I'm just gonna draw my stuff off, but I could get something for you.
No, I want new clothes. Thanks, Cove. With that, Cove disappeared and returned in no time. He wasn't making much eye contact, but had towels in hand, plus what seemed to be one of his pajama shirts. It was a bright pink color with a dark brown seashell pattern all over it. You were certain it'd look great on him. Aww.
So, well, here it is. I hope that works.
Thanks. You accepted both towel and the shirt. You wrapped the clothes around your neck temporarily and took a trip to the bathroom to change. The shirt was old, but very soft. You already felt more comfortable just thinking about having it on instead of your current damp attire. Like, yeah, how am I supposed to dry it? You also shouldn't wring out your clothes. You could wrinkle it.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike our life, you get a pre-made MC and can only have you can only give her neck accessories. Okay. You left your shirt over the shower curtain rod to dry, patted yourself down with a towel, and slipped Cove's shirt on. You wrapped your arms around your torso. The change didn't completely fix your predicament, but it was definitely an improvement. Despite Cove's prior comment being being pretty on the money, it was a huge on you, but it was dry. Also, she's a jerk. Fuck yeah, I love bitches. And you couldn't deny it was a little bit thrilling to wear a piece of his clothing. You almost couldn't believe it was true. Not wanting to keep Cove waiting, you promptly returned to the living room. He looked up to greet you after hearing you come back down the hall.
How'd it go? Is it good? It looks good.
You cool. What, really? He chuckled, a broken laugh, unsure what the proper thing to say about this kind of situation was. Keeping eye contact was even more of a challenge for him than before. It's literally a jerk dating sim since all the romance options are mean. Shiloh's not mean. Or is Shiloh not a dating option? Or does he get mean? I have many questions.
Shiloh and his his mean era.
No! Shiloh's tired of this shit. Honestly, he deserves to be mean. Even though it doesn't fit me?
Yeah, it's big, sure, but it's not that bad.
No, he
It's
becomes...
actually just-
Oh, sorry. Sorry, continue.
No, it's just really nice.
He becomes an oblivious jerkwad. Oh my god, that actually like makes me so excited. You got the impression that just as you felt some excitement at wearing his clothes, he was having a similar reaction to seeing you in it. Thanks, Cove.
You're welcome.
A sudden call caught both of your attentions.
I thought I heard voices.
Cove's mom strolled into the living room with a curious grin.
Huh?
What happened here? You're both wet. There was a sun shower. Badass.
I love this woman. Cove smiled back at his parent.
We came inside to dry off.
My mom still want me going into my house when I'm wet.
Right.
So I told Groovy to come back here. That was very sweet of you, baby.
She ruffled Cove's wet hair and laughed at the drops of water that shook off. Then a light came to Kyra's eyes.
What do you think?
I have an idea. Why don't we go for a drive? It has to be standing around the house and you'll hair dry in no time.
Am I just wearing a shirt? Or I guess I'm still wearing my pants? I'm so confused.
Yes? Question mark.
Cove only offered a shrug and a bent smile to his mom. He looked at you for a real answer. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, that sounds fun.
Fun. This'll be good.
Kyra pulled out her cell phone from her pocket to call your moms. They had swapped numbers early in the summer.
See you soon.
Head on out to the garage. I'll meet you there in just a minute.
Sorry.
Sorry my mom can be so pushy. She gets some idea in her head and that's what she does.
That's okay, thanks for letting me come.
I didn't do anything.
That wasn't true at all, but you let him get away with that.
Come on.
Cove led you to the car and Kyra wasn't too far behind.
Okay.
Okay, and it's the back, you two.
Once the three of you were situated inside, Kyra started it and drove out of the residential area. When she hit a main road, the car sped up and she rolled the back windows down all the way.
Hey.
Hey.
It helps us dry off. If we stick our head out like excited dogs in the car, we'll dry off better. Cole
Exactly.
started laughing as he kept trying to, in vain, to keep his hair from flying into his eyes too much. Meanwhile, you closed your eyes as the wind whipped against your wet clothes.
I said this drive was going to be good for getting air dry. Yeah, but I didn't agree to this much air.
Cove tried pressing the window button, but nothing happened. His eyes furrowed in frustration.
You disabled the
I
back?
hated when my parents did that. I loved controlling the window. Oh my god, I hate when they did that. They're like, you don't get to open your window. You open it too much. Like, fuck you. I love the wind.
No.
I love the wind when we drive.
Yeah, it's really good,
So-
especially when you're driving and like just blasting music.
Oh, it just feels so refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's pressing buttons on my fucking mouse. Missy, please stop that. Okay, I love you. Don't do that.
Sorry, can't hear you.
Oh my god. Smiling deviously, Kyra turned on the radio and turned it up to be heard over the wind. Either danced or like laughing. You know, let's dance.
Good.
It helps us drive. We'll move around. Helps us drive. You're freaking entertaining. Thank you. You recognize the song immediately. Mouthing along to the words and moving about to the beat felt refreshing. Cove shook his head at you until he cracked a half smile. Slowly he relaxed and bopped a little to the beat of the song himself. What the fuck?
What is that?
Oh no! And then something struck the side of your leg. Several papers were freed from under the car seat and were blown about. Oh god, close the window! Oh, the kid.
Oh, they can't go out the windows.
Oh god, she won't hear us.
Oh god.
Oh god, she can't hear us. She has
She has
the wind's
AirPods.
blowing her AirPods and the wind's blowing into the car. Oh fuck. I've had a rough week, so you're helping. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I'm glad to help. Cole began half-heartedly reaching around the space to try to get it all back under wraps. Amused you helped. It was kind of funny.
Mom, close the windows.
God, she can't hear us. She has her AirPods. Kyra offered no response other than a chuckle. She just kept driving. Oh fuck. Cove snatched several of the papers out of the air, and you caught others, preventing most of them from flying out the window on your side. You shoved your collection while grinning widely. Just need to heal. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. I hope you get to heal. I wish you luck, friend. I think we got pretty much all of them. You figured if they were sitting out in the back of the car, they couldn't be that important enough to get upset over, but Cove continued looking annoyed. Your smile started to slip, and at that his expression softened. Oh, you physically got her. Oh fuck. Dude, did you break anything? I mean, you don't have to say anything if you don't want to, but holy shit. Oh yeah, I hope you heal. Damn. Yeah, I hope you chill. Take some time. Oh fuck.
I hope so. Thanks for helping.
The sun set completely, and at that, Kyra rolled up the windows. Cove let out, nothing broken, but I've had worse. Oh, okay, good luck. Oof. Cove let out a big sigh and released the random bits of paper he had in his fist.
My mom is crazy.
She's like a crazy bitch, and I fucking love that. He ran a hand through his wind-blown hair and laughed with a bit of exasperation. I felt good. I feel fucking fine. The evening had already turned out to be more interesting than you expected. Grinning, you were happy with your odds, with whatever else happened. Cove watched you with interest until his focus was taken away by a comment from his mom.
I bet you're not feeling damp anymore. No, but now I feel tricked.
No, she told us what she was gonna do. I'm on her side. She did say she was taking us on a drive to air out, and that's what happened.
Precisely, Groovy.
Kyra continued driving. The radio volume was adjusted for the closed windows, and everyone was sitting more comfortably. Kyra lowered the sound even more after pulling into a red light. She took the chance to turn around. You caught her coy smirk.
So?
Does anyone know what we drove past during the dry cycle?
What? Like the amusement park?
I'm not sure I want to.
Oh, she's turning my volume. She's turning my Spotify music up.
A movie theater.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry, I keep saying like, oh, did you ever this? Did you? But like when you got home from school and then your mom's like, you better hurry up and eat supper. We're gonna go to a movie. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that was the best feeling ever.
I did not.
You what?
I did not have an experience.
No, it's so,
Unfortunate.
oh, it's so good. They're like family movie night surprise. You never had that. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all.
No. It's okay.
I'll be that for you. I'll take you to the movies.
Thank you.
Can't wait until I debut and it'll be a class. Fuck yeah, I did that too. I did so I did a whole debut day one where I introduced myself and then I played my favorite childhood game in one sitting, and then the next day I did like it was like 3-hour intervals of just playing games with friends. It's so fun. I hope you have fun. That sounds so exciting.
Okay. Most places have one somewhere. It isn't that late, you know. We can probably still catch a show.
I'll be playing Stardew with my GF and some friends. Fuck yeah, have fun. I've never played Stardew, but I know people like it. I only know that one guy, Sebastian, the emo guy. I really like him.
Yeah, Sebastian.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about him, but he's emo, and
I love him. He's like goth or emo or whatever, and he lives on a farm. I love him, and he's into like computer programming. I think that's all I know.
In this house, we love emo characters.
Yeah.
Really, Mom? We don't even know what we.
That's the best though. Oh my gosh, she's opening my start menu. Jesus fucking Christ! But that's the best when you're like, let's just go to the movies and whatever's playing at that time, we go see it.
Yeah.
Oh, she's muting my fucking.
She's not stopping. She won't stop.
He lives in the mountains with his family. Oh. What was I gonna say? Yeah, but like, me and Ellie have been. She muted it again. Oh my god. Okay, wait. I'm moving my. Oh, Sebastian. Oh, he lives in the. Okay, I was like, oh. I didn't know you were. He lives in the mountains with his family. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, we getting in the habit of just going to the movies, and like, just okay, whatever's playing there, what we're gonna watch now, and like it's been making us like sort of like watch movies we wouldn't have normally like been able to go see, and we ended up enjoying them. Like,
yeah,
it's really fun.
Sometimes.
It's really fun.
Come on.
She's right.
What makes it fun?
She's so right.
Heck yeah.
I want to see a movie.
Both of you?
Why the fuck not? Popcorn.
Oh, true. Movie popcorn. You can't miss that.
You can't. You have no movie theaters near you, bruh. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I guess it's also like it's like now the years of like streaming services, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like going out to none cheap. Oh yeah, they're also getting expensive, bro.
Yeah.
And now me and Ellie, one of us would buy the snacks and one of us would buy the movies because they're now like the same fucking prices.
Yeah.
They're both
like,
expensive as shit.
fuck.
Yeah, it sucks. We have like basically there's like a monopoly of a movie theater here, unless you go really far out.
Popcorn.
Oh, I want movie pop. I used to work at the
What
movies.
if I just ordered popcorn?
Dude, you
right
could
now?
Uber Eats movie popcorn.
Oh my god, I could do that.
You got accused of recording a movie? Well, were you or no? Like, what were you doing? How did that happen? I don't think I've ever did anything illegal. I mean, aside from sneaking in snacks, but like, I don't think I've ever recorded a movie. I never snuck into a movie. Like, I never like watched a movie and then went to go see another one. Although I've been tempted.
Me and my dad did that once.
It's so easy to do. Who the fuck cares?
I
Just don't go
know.
do it. I was playing Clash of Clans. Why were you playing Clash of Clans during the movie, though? Also, I'm sorry. I scared Faye. I'm sorry, Sorry, Faye. That's disrespectful. What movie was it? I need to know what movie it was, so I could judge you accordingly. It was okay, that's fun. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Then, so they accused you of recording the previews? Bruh.
What the fuck?
I didn't.
Previews.
I would not get paid enough to like call people out for fucking recording previews.
No, it's like whatever. Just do your own thing.
Yeah, have fun. I don't know. Yup, bruh.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not advocating impulsive behavior every day.
I am.
But it's important to seize the moment when you can. You might never have another night like this.
Yeah, it's special. It was Avatar. Oh my god.
Oh,
I watched Avatar for the first time like a few months ago. And then
how was it?
It's like okay. With the blue people. Yeah, the blue one. It's very white saviory.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I was very ignorant off of Avatar shit. And I'm like, oh, this is why people don't like it. And because like I just watched it because my mom wanted to watch it with me, and then my mom and my aunt wanted to watch it with me in the like the second one in the theaters. So I ended up watching it. It was weird. I don't know. It's It's very long, and I got very sleepy. But yeah,
how long was the movie?
It's like
again?
3 hours.
Oh my god.
But I mean, now movies are 3 hours automatically. Like all Marvel movies are about 3 hours, so I guess it's like standard now.
Yeah.
But isn't the director's cut like super long for no fucking reason? It's the plot of Pocahontas. Yeah, you're right. Literally. Yeah. Basically Pocahontas. Hold on. Let me search. I kind of am curious what the director's cut length is.
Should I get popcorn? Like I'm literally on Uber Eats right now.
Yeah, get popcorn. Do your movie theaters have hot dogs too?
Yeah.
Get the hot dogs. They're really good. From Cineplex.
I'm not a hot dog person though.
That's fair. Oh, okay. Wait. The movie's like 2 hours 45 minutes. How long is the director's cut though?
10+ hours now. I'm just saying
Imagine.
shit from my head.
Can I please get a number? Length. It's just giving me the regular ass movie. Length. Runtime. 9 hours? Wait, hold on.
Oh, I was close.
It keeps giving me the normal runtime.
Oh.
Number of discs. Extended cut. It's not. It's like, you know where like, what's that? When the fucking. Sorry, my brain's not working. You know when like Google tries to automatically fill something in, but it gives you the wrong answer? Like it's just giving me the normal.
Yeah, maybe you can like. Oh, I don't even know where to search for that stuff.
I don't fucking. And apparently, there's just like gonna be like 6 movies in total or something. I don't fucking know.
Oh God, we're not seated for this.
No, why? Why do we need an extended universe of Avatar?
Exactly.
Do you want me to wait for you to get your popcorn?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. I'm gonna indulge you though. Get your popcorn.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see here. Add to order. Wait, did I already add it to order? Oh, I did. Oopsies. $12.
Ugh. Meanwhile, I'm on a Pokemon website. Lol. Fuck yeah. It's better than searching up the runtime for Avatar. That's for fucking sure. Let me and read whenever you're ready. I can wait for you to order.
Yeah.
Just got a legendary Pokemon. Fuck yeah! Let's go. Important question. What's your favorite Pokemon?
Me?
Everyone who's here.
Lugia.
Ooh.
Lugia. I used to what was it? I have like the Pokemon movies. Like so I think I still have them now, but like I remember watching Pokemon 2000 religiously when I was a child, and that had like Articuno and like Lugia and whatever. I was like so obsessed with Lugia. I was like, oh my god, it's my favorite Pokemon.
Legend or non? Either. Any like ultimate favorite. Mine is Sylveon, obviously.
Yes.
Also the prettiest shiny IMO.
Very true.
It kind of looks like me.
You're so right.
I'm like a shiny
color palette. Exactly.
You have 3 tied? Alright, what are your top 3? I just like all evolutions. They're all so pretty and cute.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
I
like,
really
fairy type is so fucking strong, y'all. No one,
Yeah.
y'all should not be sleeping on fairy type.
I also really like Oshawott as well.
That's a good. Okay, and also favorite starter. Mine's Chikorita.
Oshawott.
Yeah. Chikorita was like my first starter because I played Gold first, and I thought she was
Nice.
cute as hell.
I also really like Piplup. I really like the water
Piplup's
starter
pretty
types.
good. I usually pick water types. Chikorita's like starters. OG Charmander's so valid.
Mm-hmm.
Celebi and Sylveon also tied. Fuck yeah, good taste, good taste. Hell yeah. Also, let me know when you're ready.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize.
Oh, it's
was
okay.
just
I was
picking
waiting
up
for you to order your popcorn.
Order. And don't worry, Groovy. I said I watch over you for the night, not just 10 minutes or so. I'll put your parents in the loop about hitting the movie as soon as we get there.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
That's,
Oh, wait,
I
that's
didn't
pretty bad.
bring any shoes.
I have a Sylveon on my Scarlet team at level 100. Yeah, I always like power leveled my fucking Sylveon. I always kept my starter and my Sylveon on my team no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm not wearing any shoes either. You lifted your foot up and wiggled your toes so Cove could see.
Are we gonna go inside barefoot?
Are you allowed to go to the movies without your fucking shoes? Is that allowed?
I don't know.
My whole team is level 100. Fuck yeah. Like, is that illegal? It's like you can't go to certain places without your shirt on. Hold on, I'm Googling this. Is it illegal to go to the movies without shoes? Oh, someone on Quora said, is it rude?
Oh, it's rude. I mean, I don't even know.
Those 3 strikes pretty quick. I don't think anyone answer this question. I don't know how Quora. I don't know how Quora works. This site is confusing.
What site?
Quora? It's like a question site.
Oh.
Simply being barefoot to the movies is not rude. What might be considered rude is what you do with your bare feet. Okay, so it should be fine. Just like, don't be rude about it. Like, don't put your feet on people's seats. Like, fucking guess.
Yeah.
That, I feel like that should be illegal.
Having no feet?
Having no shoes. I ain't gonna judge people for having no feet now. I mean, you can go to the movies in New York without a top. Yeah, I get, but some restaurants don't let you in. Like, no top, no shirt, no service or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Never tried it. I don't know.
it's alright.
We'll sneak through quick.
Oh,
We'll notice. You can do it just this once.
Okay. You bounced in your seat excitedly that it was actually going to happen. Kyra was right. You never got to do stuff like this. Oh god, my poor feet. Oh, they're gonna be so dirty. Oh.
No. No.
Kyra drove into the theater parking lot and shut the engine off. With the unbuckling of her seatbelt, she ushered you and Cove out. Despite being hesitant to leave, once outside, Cove burst into a sprint towards the cinema. You were right along with him. The tarmac was still wet from before and cold to stand on with bare feet.
Oh, I hate the tarmac.
Yeah.
On my feet.
On my feet. And then what if you step on a rock or glass? Oh, I don't like it. I don't like thinking about this. My poor feet. Inside, you noticed there were no lines. All the current shows had already started. Kyra paid that no mind and strode up towards the counter with some words of encouragement.
A third of the running time is ads these days.
Yeah, you can
haven't
come
missed anything.
15 minutes late, you won't miss anything.
That's true.
Meanwhile, Cove stood next to you awkwardly. He shifted from one foot to the other and constantly kept looking around. His shady behavior would have made him much more likely to get caught than standing still would have, if there were people around to really notice. Dude, we sound like these people who, like, workers would take a picture of and, like, post it on Twitter. Like, this asshole came to the movies with no fucking shoes on. It was pretty goofy.
That would make like a TikTok video in this
Oh
day and
yeah.
time.
Can you believe this motherfucker came to the movies without fucking shoes?
With no shoes on.
Oh my God.
Wait, how do they ship the popcorn? Is it just like in a bag?
I don't know. I never ordered popcorn. Maybe they sealed the bag? Like the popcorn bag?
Yeah, probably. Because I don't think they would like give it to me as like the actual bag itself. That shit would fall. Probably like a plastic bag.
Oh, I thought like they would use the regular bag and like have like something to seal it with.
Oh.
I actually don't. I've
too.
never ordered popcorn before.
How do they deliver popcorn?
I'm gonna console him. This is a rough time. You poked Cove's arm to get his attention. It'll be okay, Cove. His expression softened into an appeased smile.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry, I'm like looking.
No, it's okay. Don't take your time. Eliciting a sigh of relief out of you, Kyra returned with the tickets in hand. She quickly herded you and Cove towards the showing room. I'm so sorry for the little hiccup, but hold on. We've almost made it. Oh, sorry, that's you.
Oh, I'm so sorry for the little hiccup, but hold on. We almost made it at home free. Once we sit down, it'll be smooth sailing.
Yeah, no one will notice. The lights were already off in the showing room, but the movie hadn't started yet. The upcoming movie trailers were still playing.
Yes.
Keeping her volume in a hushed tone, Kyra couldn't help but burst with excitement over her luck. You followed her down the walkway until she spotted open seats in the middle-ish area of the Oh, the perfect seats! Kyra pointed at the seats, looking over her shoulder at you and Cove. Waiting for input, Cove nodded, and you decided to give her a thumbs up, and she led the way. When you reached the seats, Kyra sighed contently. Cove gave a sigh of his own and lifted his feet to sit cross-legged instead of keeping them down to the floor. He leaned over and whispered to you.
Do you have any idea what the movie is?
No, I didn't hear the name or anything when your mom bought the tickets.
Oh boy.
After a couple more previews, the main event began. It dawned on you quickly that it was a horror film. Fuck yeah! What about a group of students being haunted by dangerous ghosts? Oh no, fuck yeah, you were psyched. Oh my god, I love horror movies. Going in, you weren't sure what to expect, but this was a fantastic surprise. You hoped this turned out to be good and scary. Glancing over at Cove, you noticed that he looked less than thrilled with the movie. You crazy. Nah, I'm so normal. He bit down on his bottom lip and stared at the screen with trembling eyes. Cove had never been a fan of ghosts or intentionally frightening things. That was something you learned about him early on.
This Uber driver's probably like, why the fuck is this girl just ordering one popcorn from a movie theater?
No, you're valid. Snack. Friday night snack. Let's go. I had
they're almost here.
Oh fuck yeah, you want me to wait then?
Actually I lied. Wait, no, they're almost here. Oh my god. I'll just wait until like 2 minutes in. Fine.
Okay. When I used to work at the movies, a woman actually came in. This was before they supported Uber Eats, like at our movie theater. She came in, and I made her popcorn, and I said, "Enjoy the movie." She's like, "Actually, like I'm not watching a movie here. I live across the street, but my kids only want movie popcorn." I'm like, "Oh, that's so cute."
It's so good.
It's so good.
It hits different than microwave popcorn.
I used to get free popcorn all the time.
Oh.
You angled your body in your seat to be closer to him. You bent yourself more and more until you were essentially leaning against him. It had been slow enough that Cove hadn't noticed at first, but soon he started to peek at you out of the corner of his eye. Offer my hand. He took it immediately, his fingers held firmly to yours, and he was able to face the screen again with a lighter expression. Sometimes the other people in the theater screamed or jeered or clapped, depending on what was happening. Free food is superior to paid food. So true. Your heart was pounding in your chest. When the movie finally came to an end, the main character resolved the hauntings, but in a dark conclusion, they didn't make it out alive.
What is this movie about?
It was like basically teenagers or students or something getting haunted by ghosts. So apparently he stopped the haunting, but then he fucking died or whatever. It's probably based off of a real movie. I'm not sure which one though. You stayed to the You stayed to let the credits roll and for the theater to clear out, then it was time to head back into the car. Both you and Cove took the same seats in the back of the car again. Even though it was late, Kyra was exuding an upbeat, cheerful energy.
Oh, what a great flick. I'm sorry, I'm like...
It's okay!
It's here now. Just give me one second.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Enjoy
Oh,
your
my dog's gonna be like,
popcorn.
what the fuck did you order again?
Yeah! Popcorn!
Popcorn.
There's a baby sleeping on my desk. She's so fucking peaceful. She doesn't know the horrors of this world. She is just a little thing. She's never experienced grief or hardships or the stress of work. She's just simply a little thing, and she sleeps with a little kitty face. Oh, well, she's breathing a bit. Oh, with a little kitty. I'm gonna poke her nose. Hold on. Gotta go. All right, have fun. Thank you for stopping by. Bye. Have a great Friday. Your baby so sleepy peacefully. Oh my god. How wonderful. Oh, she's so eepy. She didn't even do anything all day. And she's so eepy for what?
Hello.
Hello. You got popcorn?
I got popcorn.
Yay!
They like seal it up pretty nicely.
Oh, so is it in the regular bag or like how do they wrap it?
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can, yeah.
Okay, I accidentally I want to take out one of my USBs from my PS4 controller and ended up pulling out my headset instead.
Oh no.
They it's in a bag, but then they have like a seal that covers the bag, I think. So it's like, yeah.
That sounds yummy. Now I want more popcorn. Whenever you're ready. I don't think you read this yet.
It wasn't so bad in the end.
Sorry.
I'm gonna mute myself because I don't want people hearing my chewing.
It's
But
okay.
you can probably read.
Yeah, I'll
the
read
rest.
for you.
Thanks.
You enjoyed it, baby? No, I mean, it's hard to explain. I got really tense, and I guess that's the point of horror stuff, but I kind of don't want to have to feel like that. Now that it's all over, though, it was sort of cool to do.
Fantastic.
That's so great. Groovy, how are you feeling? It was awesome. Kyra smiled at that. I still can't believe they died. It's nice when things aren't all obvious and you don't really know how it'll end until you see it, but I wanted it to go better. I loved how it all fell apart and when it seemed okay. I like that. It's like a surprise. I thought it was it fit with what they were going for. That's true. You and Cove spent the rest of the car ride absorbed in conversation about the movie. So, who's hungry? Oh, fuck yeah, we're going out to eat. You're surprised when you realize Kyra didn't drive you home, but to a drive-through burger rest. Oh my god, that was the best night. Hell yeah. That's the spirit. Get whatever you want. Oh my god. Spicy chicken sandwich.
That's good.
Oh my god, I want everything. Okay, I want spicy chicken sandwich.
Nuggets.
And then I want French fries and a milkshake. And that's it. Is that alright?
Of course.
Say okay. Kara pulled up to the window and ordered what you asked for first. She then decided to order one of everything on the value menu. Damn, girl. Whoa, what are you gonna do with all of that? Eat it.
Really?
The whole menu? That's right. There are only maybe 10 things on it, and you're they're about $1 each. Oh, fuck, yeah. I can swing it, and besides, whatever we don't finish, I'm gonna feed to your dad. He'll be in heaven. Oh my god, yes! Cove sighed affectionately at his mother's antics. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're quite welcome. A few minutes later, Kyra exchanged her money for multiple bags of food, which she quickly tossed to you both in the back seat. She then drove off into the night. Can you pass me something? What should I grab? Surprise me. You chose one of the wrap sandwiches and handed it to her. You had no idea if it was a burger or something else.
Thank you.
Accepting that this was what was happening, Cove shrugged and started pulling food out of the bags for himself. Cove ended up with some onion rings, and he happily munched on them. Ugh, love onion rings. Surprise! You weren't even questioning Kyra's crazy ride anymore. The adventure continued, and you were so preoccupied in the back you almost didn't realize the car had stopped. Kyra turned to look over her shoulders. Okay, party people, it seems you've reached the end of the road. Confused, you checked out the window and saw nothing except empty road ahead. And then you noticed, the now leaving sign. Kyra took you through the entire town. Damn! What? Where?
Isn't that like a throwback to like...
When he ran away.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing here? Kyra turned the car around and parked it along the side of the road. I think you both could use a break to stretch your legs, and I doubt anyone is going to come through here this time of the night. Besides, I need to make a call, so go on. Cole shook his head and got out of the car without a fight. Yeah, let's get out. Yeah, literally! Right here.
We
You got-
love a throwback.
Yeah. Maybe they might mention it.
Oh, true.
You got out and caught up to Cove. He was busy looking at the stars and stretching his arms while he strolled around. I felt tired. You followed aimlessly. It was late and you were starting to feel exhausted. Sleepy? Yes. Your words came out in a big yawn. Looking sympathetic, Cove smiled at you. Shortly after, you noticed Cove's expression changed. His eyebrows furrowed, and it seemed like he was thinking hard about what he wanted to say next.
I'm so sorry.
Groovy, I'm really sorry for my mom being crazy tonight. She isn't always like this, seriously. Dude, it was fun! Why is she being like this now? I think she feels like she has to get out there and do things with me while she can, and she wants to make the time memorable. This visit has been really different than the others, and it didn't start off good. Thinking about how Kyra's trip began this summer, you could understand why Cove was thinking along those lines. She probably wanted all the trouble to be worth it in the end. Are you having a good time with your mom around? Yeah, it's still weird having her and dad in the same house, but I love her. She's my mom. I like hanging out with her, most of the time. It was silent between you both, so you jumped when you heard the sound of a car door closing. Cove, groovy! You turned to see Kyra by the driver's seat, waving. The sight brought a smile to Cove's face, and she quickly made her way over to where you both were standing. Thanks for waiting. I didn't mind.
My baby.
How did I end up with such a polite boy? She ruffled his hair and Cove lowered his head, accepting the compliment. You thought about how interesting it was to see Cove with how Cove interacted with his mom. And then the memory hit you. The first summer you and Cove came to this very spot in the runaway attempt to find his way back to his mom. Aww, and now he's here with his mom.
Yeah.
And now you are all here together. Let's say it out loud. Hey Cove, this is where you went to try seeing her when you this is where you went to try seeing her when you moved to Sunset Bird. Do you remember?
Huh?
What does that mean? Cove gaped at you, and it became clear that his mom hadn't known about that adventure. You came here to see me? Kyra's eyes grew large as the words fully sunk in. I heard you wanted to visit, but no one ever said you actually tried to do it on your own. Never mind, you made it all the way through the entire town? Cove hung his head in shame. Even in the dark, there was no mistaking how red his face was burning. No, your mommy deserves to know. Oh, it's alright, little man. She started rubbing his back soothingly. It's definitely too late to punish you for it. I'm glad you ended up being fine. This is an impressive distance for such a tiny guy to travel. While Kyra spoke to him positively, there was still seemed to be something sad in her tone. I hope you never feel like you have to run away again. Aww.
Sorry.
I don't want to run away anymore. Don't worry. She offered him a small smile. He laughed. It's a funny story now. He sighed in light exasperation. Kyra let out a big breath of air. We should probably call it a night, huh? Let's go. I can't wait to collapse in bed. Kyra shyly smiled and gestured to the car. Quietly, you all made your way back to it. Cove naturally followed you, taking the seat nearby in the back, with the collection of fast food bags still strewn about. You rested your head into the seat as the car roared to life. As you did, Cove leaned in closer to whisper.
Hey.
I can talk to your moms if they do get mad about tonight for some reason. It was my mom's idea. You didn't have a choice. Bro, I had fun. This was worth it, even if they get mad. Your mouth pulled into the biggest grin, getting a laugh out of Cove. If you say so. Also, don't worry about bringing the shirt back when we get home. Just keep it. Until tomorrow? He simply shook his head. Your face went warm. He was giving it to you.
Oh, yeah.
Good, you weren't going to get it back no matter what. Cove smiled amused at you, but said nothing else. The drive home was smooth and uneventful. The radio was completely off, and you felt your eyelids getting heavy. Your head came to rest on Cove. You were too tired to keep your head up, and it felt quite comfortable there. Cove didn't have any issue here. He leaned into it. He must have been exhausted too. Oh, you're so cute.
Oh, excuse me. Oh my god.
It's okay. How's the popcorn?
The popcorn. I already got kernels stuck in my teeth.
Oh god, that's the worst. You were happy to stay close like that. It was warm and comfortable. When you opened when you opened your eyes, you expected to still be in the car, not your bedroom. It was somehow already morning. You couldn't remember how you ended up there. Sitting up in bed, you thought about how last night was quite an experience. It would almost have felt like a dream if you weren't still wearing the shirt Cove had let you take. It definitely happened. And you were glad that you got to have a spontaneous escapade this summer. Oh, that's so fun. I would have loved having a day like that.
Just, you know.
It's like, also, especially, it happened after supper. So you're like, oh, the day's over. But then so much shit still happened. Oh, it's so nice.
Right, it just keeps going.
Yeah. Huh. Do you have time for another one?
Sure, but I won't be able to talk, though.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll make some comments here and there.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll begin again when I've had my fill of pop.
Alright, yeah, let me know.
Okay.
Wait, let's do wave. The family shopping trip had lasted most of the morning, and you still had to unload everything from the trunk before you could go enjoy the afternoon. You cradled another bag in your arms as you headed towards your house. It was one of the heavier bags from the grocery store, loaded with fresh apples, ripe tomatoes, a bunch of carrots, and even half a watermelon. Ma came out the front door and paused just ahead of you.
It's no trouble.
Need any help with that, Groovy? I can bring the rest of the way if you want me to. Nah, I've got it. You could just manage to hold it. Nah, I got it. My limbs are shaking. Even if it was heavy, you wanted to bring it in yourself. Ma gave you an encouraging grin and rustled her fingers through your blue hair. You set the next bag on the counter. Your older sister began to root around inside the contents with a sigh. How much is left? Still a few more bags. With a huff and a puff, Elizabeth continued putting away the groceries, and you retreated out of the kitchen before you could become the target of her bad mood.
Be careful.
Careful, Groovy. You hadn't been looking where you were going and bumped right into Mom, almost stepping on her toes to boot. Sorry. I can give you a pass this time, but be sure to watch where you're going. If you run into the wrong person, you might get your license revoked. She grinned at the bad joke as you continued through the door. Outside, Moss had started organizing what remained and putting back any loose objects that had fallen out during the trip. When you stepped up to the trunk beside her, she took in a big breath of air. Her dress gently swayed around in the breeze.
It's a shame.
It's a shame we had to spend the morning cooped up in the shopping center. It's a beautiful day, don't you think? You tilted your head to the sky, gazing at the clear blue expanse. It's too hot. You wrinkled your nose, feeling a few beads of sweat gathering on your forehead from lifting stuff around in the sun. If you were a cloud or two, if there were a cloud or two around to lessen the heat, you would be enjoying the weather a lot more. With a small sigh, you turned back to help Ma with the last of the bags. Oh, hi, Cove. You noticed Mom wave over to Cove, who had just exited his front door. His surfboard propped up under one arm. Oh, he surfs. Let me see. Surfboard and wetsuit. Where might you be off to on this beautiful day? Cove instantly startled, not having realized your family was also out here. Even though your mom was the one who called out, you were the one he looked at. He tried to settle down again. He jogged across the pavement to properly say hello to you and your parents. It was decidedly awkward since Cove had trouble figuring out how close to stand to you. The addition of his unwieldy surfboard made the whole thing seem even clumsier. Careful with that thing, you'll poke someone's eye out. Mom chuckled and got a whispered reproach from Ma for it.
Pam!
Please, go easy on him. Cove winced. Sorry, Miss Tronico. Don't mind her, honey. It's a beautiful day for surfing. I haven't been out on the waves in a long time. I'm jealous. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a few good waves before it gets dark. Hi, Cove. He had relaxed a lot when Ma spoke to him, but the rigidity came back. Rigidity came back as soon as you said something. Hey. Hi, Groovy. Cove managed to grin and almost felt like you had butterflies in your stomach. Do you want to come hang out there later? You noticed the flush of red on his cheeks, but that might have just been from the heat. Sure, I'll meet you when we're done. Cool. When he spoke again, he tried to contain some of the excitement that was clearly ready to burst. It'll be fun. You're not done unloading, right? Can I help you?
No.
No, this is our job. You enjoy the beach. Griffey can catch up as soon as they're finished here. Alright, I'll see you. Yeah, bye for now. Cove headed on down to the beach, with more skip in his step than normal. It was really cute. You smiled softly to yourself at the thought that you'd be joining him soon. He sure seemed perked up after you agreed to meet him there. I wonder why that could be. Ma! Now who's gonna give him a hard time, Lanny?
Josh?
It's different. Mom's face broke into an incredulous grin. In what way? I'm being supportive, and he can't hear it. Mom full-on laughed at that.
Lonnie.
You're the worst of us when it comes to this. Honestly, I keep trying to warn people, but they won't listen. I want to help. I think it's fair to say he might need it. Meddler. But you have a point. Right? You narrowed your eyes at their teasing, and they simply chuckled conspiratorially before taking more bags from the trunk and heading inside. Once everything had finally been taken and put away, you got yourself ready to meet Cove at the beach. I don't know how to surf, man. I ain't gonna lie. You said the same thing to your parents, and while Ma laughed a little, Mom gave you a smile.
Well,
you'll just have to go there and see what happens. Cove must have been so excited to invite you there he forgot you don't surf. Or he's hoping you'll go watch him so he can show off. Oh yes, I used to do that. I know, hon. I experienced Groovy's situation firsthand. I was stuck on the shore, too. You noticed what I was doing? Yes, after the very first time. It's not a subtle move. Damn! How embarrassing. I was still impressed.
aww.
Are we surfing?
Thank you. My moms are flirting right in front of me. I'm not surfing. I'm just gonna watch him. I don't know how to surf. Wow, Ma.
Hey.
Hey there.
I
What
don't
do
know
you...
how to surf either.
Huh?
I don't know how to surf either.
It looks cool, but fuck no, I don't know how to surf. I
don't know how
have
to
zero
surf. I don't
balance.
know how to swim. Would be the
Oh,
worst case situation. for
I'd
me.
love to teach you how to swim. Swimming's so fun. I was in swimming classes when I was young.
Yeah, they also made me go to swimming classes, but I was so scared of the water back then.
Aww.
I still am now, though.
Oh no. I love swimming. I love being in the water. Hey, what are you still doing here? Go on, have your fun. You're only young once, but don't do anything I wouldn't have. Okay. At your parents' prodding, you hurried to leave the house and head down to the beach. When you arrived at the shore, you were greeted by the crash of waves and the soft calls of seagulls. You took in a lungful of the ocean air and felt your pale skin warm in the sun. You noticed a small setup nearby with a towel, some sunscreen, and a bottle of water. It must be Cove's. You spotted Cove himself nearby. He hadn't gone out to sea yet. He was just sitting in the sand at the water's edge, his board propped up beside him. You strolled up beside him. Hey, I'm here. Groovy. He looked up at you with a smile and quickly hopped to his feet. I was wondering if you were still coming. I wouldn't have missed it. Oh, the baby, she's waking up. Hello, baby. He was taking a nice nap on the, oh my goodness.
Oh, she was taking a nap this entire time?
Yeah, she's sleeping on the desk, like right in front of the screen and behind my keyboard. Her
What's
eyes
your
are
spot?
so closed. It's her spot. Oh, hello, her head poked up. What's up? Who's calling? Duty calls? Oh, hello! Good morning. Can I poke your nose? Boop. She does this thing where I go to boop her nose, and then she'll place her nose on my finger, like she's like ready for a boop. She's like, boop my nose. Can I boop your nose again? Boop. Oh, back to sleep. She's so cute.
She's like, I've had enough boops, time to go back.
Alright,
to
no
my
more
read-
boops. I go eepy. He chuckled shyly at your insistence. Okay. Then he cast his eyes out towards the waves. I'll sit here and watch you surf.
Oh,
You are ready to spread out your towel and take it easy.
don't worry about it.
I don't have to go out. I'll stay with you on the shore. No, I want to watch you surf! Or if you want, you could use one of my other boards. I could teach you. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, let's learn. I'll do it. Let's surf. Cool. It was settled. Cove left up the shore, and then he returned with an extra board under his arm in no time at all. He paddled out into the sea to where the good waves were. The water was cool against your skin.
It's nice.
Oh, it's cozy. Not too calm, but nothing crazy. It looks perfect today. He smiled at you, and you couldn't help but smile back. You felt totally content. Until Cove kicked the water a little too hard, and it inadvertently splashed you. Hey! Sorry! The apology did not come across as especially repentant, as he was practically laughing when he said it. Flashing back. Fuck you. You laughed, but waited for an opening for revenge. The second he looked away, you kicked back and sprained him.
Seriously?
It's not any way to treat someone trying to help. I came out here to teach you. And I was just following your example. Cove tried to keep a straight face, but ended up looking away. The water you flicked at him landed in a shining droplet in his hair. Then here's another lesson. Oh my god, he's gonna push me off the fucking... He soaked you deliberately this time. He used his full leg, and an impressive curtain of water hit you in the face. You lost your balance and scrambled to keep hold of your board. You just managed to stay on it, but it was close. Cove winced. Are you okay? That wasn't what I was trying to do. I'm fine, but we should do a real teaching. Yeah. He chuckled awkwardly and shook some water out of his ear. With that, Cove started telling you all the tips and tricks of how to stay on a surfboard. He demonstrated both good and bad posture and explained where you needed to put your weight. Like this? You wiggled your body so that you were more in the center of your board. Cove nodded. Yep, just like that. The little lesson continued, and...
Okay, I've had my fill of popcorn.
Okay.
I'm only 1/3 done my popcorn.
Okay. It was disastrous, man. I don't know how to fucking balance on a board. You
I'll
could
be right
scarce...
back, though.
Okay. Do you want me to wait?
No, keep going. I think I did this one before, so... Yeah,
Okay, cool. You could scarcely stand on a motionless board without falling right back off. Cove still supported you regardless. Occasionally, he reached out and touched you more directly help get positions right. It felt nice, but if you acknowledged you noticed his touch at all, he would instantly pull away. Since you weren't truly ready for it, Cove never pushed you to start taking on full waves, which meant he didn't either. Instead, he stuck by your side in a calmer seas to assist with your practice. There was no disappointment on his face over how things played out. Even if you hadn't reached the point of doing any real serious surfing yet, it was still a lot of fun. Many laughs were shared between the two of you. What an afternoon. The setting sun was visible on the horizon. Every time you would look away, it had sunk a little lower. The beach was darkening, but still pleasantly warm. You knew you should get out of the water before it was completely dark in the sea. You rode one last wave to get back on the beach. There you picked up your surfboard and gave it a quick once-over. Cove followed behind you to the shore. He put his surfboard with his other things and grabbed his towel to start drying off. As he ruffled his hair with the towel, you watched the sunset together. The colors were beautiful in the distance, and the shadows around you deepened. Nice. Okay, there wasn't any real dialogue. We just finished surfing for the night. There was no need for words between you two, as you both enjoyed the sight for a moment. Cove broke the silence.
The waves are good today, I think.
Yeah, totally. He nodded mildly. You chatted a little more until the conversation truly died out, and all you heard was the rhythmic sound of waves. Then Cove sighed.
The day can't be over. Not yet.
He scowled in the distance as if the sun exiting the sky was a personal offense.
Don't you think it should be longer?
Fuck yeah. Yeah. Cove stood up straight in defiance of approaching darkness.
Sorry, I have to drink water.
No worries.
Hydration check.
Hydration. Oh shit, I gotta drink water.
I'm not gonna go home yet. I want to go somewhere. I don't know.
Cove was still dripping in salt water, so you weren't sure what alternative was. Wetsuits were fine for the beach and not much else. It wasn't a good idea for him to lug his surfboard around town either.
Oh my god, I just had a popcorn kernel stuck in my throat.
Aww. It'll be real cute in the wetsuit wherever you go. Cove's face and ears flushed red as he looked down and inspected himself. He crossed his hands over his chest self-consciously. He had been so used to wearing it that Cove hadn't given his current choice of dress any thought. At least, that was before you pointed it out to him.
Oh, you should too, so,
Oh, whoops. There, okay. Cove's eyes widened when he processed what he just said and awkwardly decided to give up on the whole thing. Then he looked down the shore with wide, shining eyes.
There's at least one place that's always okay to hang out in, no matter what time it is. The park.
Oh, fuck yeah. You nodded.
It's true.
The park was virtually always empty. Even Elizabeth only went over there nowadays. Only went over there nowadays if she was looking for you. How times have changed. She used to be so protective of that place. In fact, the only person there was a chance of running into might be that Jeremy kid again. Oh god.
Oh no.
You brought the idea up to Cove and he cringed, but
I'm still going. The sun is still there. A little. I'm still staying out as long as it is.
yeah, you tag along.
Okay. Let's go.
Fuck yeah. Cove took a minute to put his stuff in order. He made sure to get it all, though it didn't take much care to shake off the sand. You dealt with your own things. Yeah, just quickly, let's just go. I'm done, Cove. He rolled his eyes with a bent smile at the announcement. As a final touch, Cove plucked his glasses off the beach and put them back on his face. He looked more like himself now. He led the way down the beach to the park. It wasn't far, so it didn't take you long at all. The sun still hadn't completely disappeared just yet when you made your arrival. Cove stuck his surfboard upright in the sand and tossed his towel over the top. By now, the two of you were mostly dry. The summer breeze on your skin kept you pleasantly warm. Cove idly went over to the monkey bars. He grabbed them feet flat on the ground, pretending to go across. He'd definitely grown in the past few years. I used to love the monkey bars, but I would always get blisters on my hands.
Oh yeah, I really like the monkey bars too. I was trying to like overcome my fear of like going on the top of the monkey bars and trying to get across.
I think once I got blisters so bad that I had to like wrap them up because like it was hurt, but it was in like I really liked the monkey bars, but then I wasn't able to close my hands anymore because it hurt so bad.
Oh no.
And yeah, I had to get them wrapped up in first aid.
Oh no. How long did it take for it to heal?
Maybe not too long. Maybe like a day or two. Like it just
bad.
like I guess TMI, like the blisters popped because I was doing it so much and it really hurt.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That definitely sounds like a painful experience.
Oh yeah. Cove Island went to the. Okay, yeah, we already read this. You were still short enough to use the monkey bars yourself. Sometimes being tiny had its perks. When he got to the bar in the middle, Cove pulled himself up though, then sat on top of the bars. I don't have enough upper body strength to fucking do that. His legs dangled off the side of the bar he perched on. Or like when people like go upside down on the monkey bars, like they pull themselves up and flip over.
Oh yeah, I can't do that shit.
Let's join him on the monkey bars. You looked above yourself to inspect the monkey bars. You might have been short, but that just gave you more experience in climbing things. You leaped and grabbed at one of the bars, using the momentum to swing yourself up. It took a little more scrambling, but you made it to the top. Cove seemed impressed. You settled on the monkey bars like it was a throne. You didn't get to be above everything often.
Guess what?
He smiled broadly and raised an eyebrow.
He's not here.
Fuck yeah.
Jeremy.
Right, it was true. There wasn't a single sign of Jeremy. Looks like it was just going to be the two of you tonight. Cove hung his head and groaned dramatically. Your eyes widened when he whipped his head back up.
No way.
I can't believe how dumb my parents are to force me to come to this stupid place.
Oh, is he like he's imitating Jeremy? Yeah. You were taken aback and blinked for a second before you realized he was quoting Jeremy. Don't scare me like that one, Jeremy is enough. Cove chuckled back at you, a mischievous glint in his eyes. You looked around the old park, the streets you knew like the back of your hand, and the beach. These were your stomping grounds. You wondered how Cove actually felt, how much was his joke just a joke, and how much was sincere dislike of this place. Moving had never been his choice. Do you actually like this neighborhood? I guess because it's like when he was younger.
Yeah. Do you really have to ask that, Groovy?
Cove kicked his legs carelessly as they dangled. He smiled softly.
I like it here. I really do. It's a nice place.
Aw. He didn't hesitate. There was no uncertainty. There was his genuine opinion. That was his genuine opinion. Let's joke around. Well, of course, I'm here after all. Cove flushed and started kicking his legs wildly like he was running in place. Aw, he's so cute. And it didn't take long for the day to finally draw to a close. The sun was gone and it was dark. You chatted a while longer, but it was definitely winding down. Let's just sit in silence. You sat in dark silence. Cove shifted position so that his back was on the monkey bars, and he could look up at the stars. You wondered how comfortable that could be.
Look at the moon. It's so clear tonight.
You glanced up and saw a great gibbous moon swelling over the sky. Few clouds covered the sparkling stars above.
Too bad we can't stay forever.
Cove sighed. It was time to go home. He hopped down from the monkey bars with a thump when his feet hit the ground. You clambered down the monkey bars yourself, lowered yourself more slowly than Cove, and barely made a sound when your feet reached the ground. Cove grabbed his surfboard and threw his towel around his neck. With his water bottle in hand, he was ready. You both began your trek up the road. It was a quiet night, and you didn't run into anyone else. In what felt like no time at all, you had reached your street. As you walked, Cove smiled to himself. It was a soft expression, and you couldn't help but wonder what put it there. Everything okay?
I just remember when we were younger, it used to be such a big deal to come home after dark.
Mm-hmm. You could indeed recall if you got sandy, your parents would have something to say. If you got wet, your parents would have more to say. And if you came home after dark, well, your mom's and his dad better have said it was okay beforehand. You used to need permission for everything. That small commitment he made exposed just how much freedom you really had this summer. Cove looked up in the sky, a smile still on his face, as the two of you walked side by side, reminiscing. When you came to your houses, you turned to each other.
Thanks for today, Groovy.
Aww. Thanks for the awesome day. Cove waved, and you both turned around to your respective houses. This was a pleasant end to the outing, you thought. Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, I think the non-DLC ones are
Or a
pretty
lot fast. Yeah, I think that's what I'm
short.
getting.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I think I'm good for tonight.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
for
valid. We got a decent amount done.
Yeah.
We'll either finish it next time or the time after that, and then we'll be on to step 3.
Step 3.
Holy shit. That's like college,
something.
right?
No, that's like late high school, I
Mm.
think.
I thought we were in high school now. Like early high school?
I thought we were. How old is
I think we're
everyone?
teenagers now.
Like early teenagers, I think.
I don't know. I thought we'd be adults by step 3. I don't know. Maybe you're right.
I think step 2 is like early teenagers, and then like step 3 is like late teenager.
Oh,
And then
okay.
4 is like adult.
I thought step 4 was like marriage.
Yeah, marriage, adulthood. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cute. Well, I'm excited. Damn, we made so much progress. I think I'm gonna actually save the, because like you could do the, soiree also had, because you could also choose
Soiree for Derek.
Derek. You can also choose to invite Derek.
Eh.
Boardwalk, siblings. That's cute. Okay, I see. That's interesting. So they overlap. Yeah, because you could technically bring Derek, I guess. So I think I'm gonna do those either if I'm streaming Derek or just like on my own. Cause like you can do them as friends, but then it's like I don't want to do it all over again to romance. You know, like I don't want to repeat it. So I might do that.
That makes sense.
Okay, so I'm gone for this weekend. So, hold on. Just checking something. So I'll post a schedule probably on Sunday or Monday. But I'm going to be out for the weekend. So yeah. I'll see you guys next week.
See you.
See ya. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.